Hi, Max. Today I'm reading this Barbie book. This is a little golden book. Every once in a while, I find these in the wild and I pick them up. So if you ever see the book's kind of damaged, that's why. Anyways, I'm very excited to read this book. This is called Very Busy Barbie. Now, if you don't know, one of my favorite kinds of books is when they use the actual doll in the book, and this is not one of those. Obviously, she's on the front cover, but it is art on the inside, which is a little disappointing. But nonetheless, it's a Barbie book, so I couldn't help it. But it's called Very Busy Barbie. Okay. And it says, on a Tuesday morning, Barbie was busy in her kitchen when the telephone rang. "Hello," said Barbie. "I have great news for you," said the voice on the other end. "This is Richard from Lily Fashion. You are one of two finalists in the Lily Spokesmodel contest. Can you come to a meeting Thursday at 2 o'clock in Miss Lily's office?" Richard continued. "Miss Lily herself will decide which model will represent her company. I wouldn't miss such an exciting opportunity," answered Barbie. That afternoon, Richard called Lauren, another model. He told her that she too was a finalist in the Lily Spokesmodel contest. "Who is the other model?" Lauren asked. When Richard told her that it was Barbie, Lauren was upset. "I'm not going to let Barbie win," Lauren said to herself. "I lost the swimsuit cover for What's in magazine to her 2 months ago, but I'll be the Lily spokesmodel if it is the last thing I do." Every morning, Barbie had to do some volunteer work. Every day, she took breakfast to Miss Appleberry, an elderly lady in her neighborhood who needed help. "Good morning," said Barbie when she arrived at Miss Appleberry's house. "Barbie, you're a dear," said Miss Appleberry. "You are so good to come every morning." "It's my pleasure," said Barbie. Barbie told her friend all about the phone call she had received the day before. "Oh, Barbie," cried Miss Appleberry, "I hope you win. I know you'd make a wonderful spokesmodel for Lily." On Thursday morning, when Barbie rang the doorbell to Miss Appleberry's house, she was surprised that there was no answer. "I wonder where Miss Appleberry would be," thought Barbie. She knows I'm coming." When she looked in the window, Barbie was shocked to see Miss Appleberry had fallen out of her wheelchair. Barbie went to the phone on the corner and dialed 911 for an ambulance. Soon the ambulance arrived. The medics decided to take Miss Appleberry to the hospital. Barbie was right by her side. When the doctors would allow it, Barbie went in to visit Miss Appleberry. "How are you feeling?" asked Barbie. "Thanks to you, I'm doing all right," said Miss Appleberry. "I had a bad fall. My wrist is broken, but the rest of me is still in one piece." "Oh my goodness, Barbie," exclaimed Miss Appleberry when a nurse brought her a late lunch. "It's almost 2 o'clock. Isn't this the day for your meeting with Lily's Fashion? If you don't hurry, you'll be late." "Don't worry," said Barbie. "Being with you was more important anyways. If I hurry, I should be able to make the meeting." Barbie hailed a taxi outside the hospital, but no sooner had they started down the road that the taxi got a flat tire. "Sorry, lady," said the driver. "I hope you're not in a hurry. I have to fix the flat." "Oh, I am in a hurry," said Barbie, "and I only have 10 minutes to get to a meeting." Just then, Barbie saw the bus waiting at the corner. Barbie ran for the bus and made it just in time. "Phew," she said to herself as she sat down. "I hope nothing else goes wrong today." As the bus turned a corner, Barbie couldn't believe her eyes. "A parade?" she gasped. "I'd better get off the bus and run, or I'll miss the meeting completely." Meanwhile, Lauren had arrived at Miss Lily's office. She was busy convincing Miss Lily that she would make the perfect spokesmodel, and I would never be late for such an important meeting, Lauren assured Miss Lily. "Well, Lauren, you certainly are beautiful," Miss Lily responded, "but I'm looking for other qualities as well. That's why I wanted to talk to both you and Barbie." "Well, it seems that Barbie isn't coming in that case." Just then, Richard, Miss Lily's assistant, poked his head into the room. "Sorry to disturb you, Miss Lily, but there's a woman on the phone who insists on talking to you," he reported. "Okay, Richard, replied Miss Lily. I'll talk to her. Miss Lily picked up the phone. Hello, my name is Miss Appleberry, said the voice on the other end. Miss Appleberry quickly told Miss Lily about how Barbie had rescued her and taken her to the hospital that morning. She reassured Miss Lily that if Barbie wasn't at the meeting yet, she would be there soon. A few minutes later, Barbie arrived. I'm so sorry I'm late, she said. There's no need to apologize, Miss Lily replied. Your friend, Miss Appleberry, called and told me how you rescued her and how you take breakfast her every morning. Miss Lily held out her hand. Well, I've made my decision. Congratulations, Barbie, she said. I'd like you to be the new spokesmodel for Lily Fashion. Thank you, answered a surprised Barbie. I will be happy to represent your company. Lauren shook her head. Not again, she thought. First, Barbie wins the swimsuit cover, and now this. What has she got that I don't? Not only are you beautiful, Barbie, but you're a caring person, complimented Miss Lily. You're just the kind of spokesmodel I want for Lily. Okay. Barbie turned to Lauren. I'm sorry, Lauren, she said. Lauren was still thinking about what Miss Lily had said. Maybe there was more to modeling than just beauty. That's okay, Barbie, said Lauren. Then she smiled, a genuine smile. Congratulations, but don't count me out next time. And here's the back of the book. It's the typical little golden book. Just a cute little fun story. Anyways, that is all that I have for the video. I'm Akpa. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!